Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. We're the Dawnties. My name is Richele, and today I'm going to walk you through my 2025 reading journal setup. So I did previously post a video flipping through my 2024 reading journal. 2025 starts at the end of 2024 in this journal, so there is enough space to do 2 years, just how I track things. So I'm going to walk you through my layouts and my designs for 2025, and then I'll give you a little glimpse of 2024 at some of the pages and what they will look like by the end of the year, or how I am anticipating I will be tracking it a little bit differently this year. So let's go to, well first let me show you the cover. So this is an Archer and Olive journal, 190 pages, 160 GSM, and I believe this was a Halloween release either last year or the year before, but because it's a skull on top of a stack of books, I thought it was perfect for my reading journal. So, and I'm glad I get to use the same one again next year. So if we flip through halfway through the journal, we will come to 2025. So here I have my intro / welcome page. So I do have my friend Oh Hello Robin. These are her stickers, and you can get anything from her shop on Etsy. I will leave it linked down below. And if you use our code Dawnties15, you will get 15% off of anything you purchase from her shop. I really wanted to incorporate her stickers, even though I was going for just a basic black and white setup for my, at least initially, to get the journal started. So you'll see that. So I have the year here, 2025 reading journal, and then of course the just one more chapter quote. So first we're going to come into my TBR. So I think I put 12 dots here. So my plan is to pick out 12 books that I own and label them here. So I will list all 12 books here that I want to read in the year of 2025. These are probably books that I was excited about but never got around to, or that has been on my shelves for a couple of years and I still haven't read them. This will just be a way to prioritize 12 specific books that I physically own. And then over here I have series. So this is where in these boxes I'm going to put in the name of the series that I want to continue reading in, and then have a little way to track however many number of books are in that series, and then I can just keep track of what I've read up to in that series. So if there is something that, oh, I want to continue this series, what book am I on? I can come here and see, oh, I'm on this book. This is the next one that I need to read, etc. So these two, I will show you what I did last year at the end of the video, just so you can kind of see where it's going. Next, I have anticipated releases. So I do have a section for every single month. And as books are announced from authors I'm excited about, or books that sound intriguing, I will mark down when it comes out, what date, and what the title is. So sometimes we can get book release dates 6 to 8 months in advance. So obviously, June, July, August, I'm not going to remember what books I was excited about that I learned about in January. So this is a way for me to keep track of all the books that I'm excited about well before they actually get here. Next, I have the buzzword challenges. So I put challenges here because I do this buzzword challenge that is created by Kayla over at the channel Books and Lala. And this year she's doing 2 challenges. Now, I had already put this in my journal, ready to put the prompts for 2025 in. And she threw a curveball and said she's doing 2 different challenges this year. One that has to do with titles and one that actually has to do with covers. So I was able to print up her prompts for the actual titles, which are here, but then I added don't look at this was a scrap piece of paper. I'm gonna put black, I think, on behind this, but then underneath that I did this little like flip in so I could see the other challenge, because now that there are 2, I'm gonna do both. I really enjoy her challenges. I think they're really fun, so I have every month in the prompts ready to go for her challenges. Then I have my DNF graveyard. Again, all of these stickers are from Oh Hello Robin on Etsy. So I just kind of put, I think last year there were 7 books that I DNF'd, which is did not finish. So books that I lost interest in, I didn't feel like reading, I got bored, or I just wanted to move on. I never finished the book. I'm going to write the titles here, and they will just live in my graveyard. Then I have my book bingo. So I really loved how I did this last year. I loved how it turned out at the end of the year. So I want to do the same thing again. So I put together all of these different prompts And as I read a book, if I read a book with a one-word title, I will print up the cover and put it here in the corresponding square on the other side. So I really loved this. This was really fun to fill out and really different. So I definitely wanted to add another book bingo for this year. Then we have my bookshelf bracket. So this is where every month I have a space for January through June, July through December, where I will print up the cover of my favorite book that I read that month. And then once all 12 are filled in, I will be able to narrow down to see what my favorite book of the year is. So I do have some spaces in pencil just so I know like where the guideline is of where the bottom of the cover should land. And then a bigger box here for whenever I find out what my favorite book of the year is for 2025. And then the last page I have here for as far as like the initial setup is my reading stats. So I also have every single month labeled here. February's a little crooked, but that's fine. It's a little drunk. It's fine. But that way I can keep track of the different things that I want to keep track of next year. I don't know if I'm going to do the same things as I did in 2024. Again, I'll show you what that looks like for 2024 at the end of the video, but I definitely want to track some things. So once I decide that, then I'll be able to put like a little header of what those things are. And then we get into January. So I decided to do the same kind of layout I did last year for 2024. And I'm going to have a little goals page and then a favorites page, and then get into actually tracking what those books are. So again, I'm going to show you what this looks like just so you can kind of get an idea. This is the monthly kit from my friend Oh Hello Robin. It came with this little quote. I thought that would be perfect to put in the center of my favorites page. And then at the end of January, all of my favorite book covers will go here. Or favorite books, the covers of my favorite books, not my favorite book covers. They're two separate things. So this is what I'm going to be doing. And again, I'm going to be tracking, I think, the same things as last year in my months. But I think having this just at the beginning of the month is really fun to see, you know, what my goals are, make sure I'm hitting them. Yeah, I think it's a system that works great for me. So if we look back at, I think the first thing is the TBR and series page from last year. It looks a little bit differently. I was a little bit more artistic. So again, just kind of labeling out the number, whatever number is here. These are the books I wanted to prioritize. And then I checked them off after I read them. There were two that I did not get to, and I did that on purpose because I just wasn't in the mood for them. So I don't know if I'm going to carry these over to next year for 2025, but either way, there's only two that I missed. And then this is a series tracker. So instead of little boxes, I did little books. And then again, the number of books in that series, and I just colored in where I was in that series. And then if we look at anticipated releases, I actually did a calendar last year, which gave me more room, but I think I can make this work. I really like this layout. I really liked having this metallic black roses, florals. I really loved this. So because I shrunk the page by putting this in, I didn't have as much room to do this like I did last year. So I think I can make this work. And then if you want to see my book bingo, so this is what it's going to look like at the end of the year with the prompt, a book with multiple POVs. This is the book that I read that had multiple POVs. A book with a black cover. I read a hyped book. Of course, Bride by Ali Hazelwood was definitely hyped in 2024. Pink cover. I really wanted to read The Return, so that actually matched perfectly. So this will be filled in slowly over the year, which I think is really fun. And I do love looking back at this and seeing all the prompts. Usually people will do this and put the cover on top of the prompt, but then you don't remember what the prompt was. So I really like having it separated so I can go back and see, oh, this is the one with the snowy setting, etc. So, but that is my 2025 reading journal flip through. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what kind of things you like to put in your journal, what kind of things you like to track. If you do have a reading journal, I do kind of, I didn't show you the months. So this is what it's going to look like. So for January, how I have it kind of set up this page, so then whenever the month is done, I'll print up my favorite books. I'll print up the covers of my favorite books and just kind of put them here. And then this is what the inside is going to look like until the month is over. and then it's really going to start over again. So then I have a section for the next month with the same layout, same style, same things I track. So that's what my journal is going to look like once the year starts. So as of filming, I do have one full day left of 2024. So I haven't exactly got this set up for tracking January books, but I should get on that because I have a feeling I'm going to start reading on January 1st. But leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about this journal. What kind of things do you like to track in your journal? If you have a reading journal, I would love to know. I'm always looking to improve how I'm doing my journal, the things I'm tracking. Definitely what I did in 2024 looks different from the previous year's journals. So I would love to know anything and everything about your reading journal and what you like to track and all that stuff. So let me know. That's going to do it for us today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you in our next video. Bye!